Plural of nouns and articles. We'll review the definite articles. En inglés, the. En español, el is for masculine nouns. La is for feminine nouns. Then we have the plurals. Los for masculine nouns and las for feminine nouns. And keep in mind, just be aware that the plural of el is los and the plural of la is las. Right? Indefinite articles. In English, the singular ones are a or an. We know that that has to do with English grammar. En español, masculine, un, feminine, una. The plural ones. In English, there's going to be some or a few. That's another way to look at it. En español, unos for masculine nouns, unas for feminine nouns. Right? And again, make the connection. The plural of un is unos, and the plural of una is unas. Before we go on to the rules for making nouns plural, let's review how to recognize the gender of nouns. It's going to help us too as well. Okay, so remember, the way we learned it is we look at the last letter of a singular noun. The noun has to be in the singular form. So if it ends on loners, then we think of it as masculine nouns. And if it ends on dianza, then it more than likely would be a feminine noun. We know that there are some exceptions to this rule, but this gets us through most of the nouns out there. All right, so nouns that refer to things cannot change gender. So for example, this is what I mean by that. A noun like la mano is an exception, yes. So when I make it plural, it's still a feminine noun. So it's going to be las manos. A hand is a thing. A thing cannot change gender. Okay, now let's go through the specific rules of how to make nouns plural. Okay, it's all based on how the noun ends. So if you look at a noun and it ends in a vowel, then we just add an S to make it plural. If it ends in a consonant, then we add es to make it plural. There's one exception. If that consonant happens to be a Z, then you're going to change it to a C and then you add es. And now let's go through some examples. Now these three rules, you gotta have it memorized. If it ends in a vowel, you add S. If it ends in a consonant, you add es. If it ends in Z, change it to a C and you add es. Okay, so la carpeta. And we're going to make the articles plural as well. Remember, things cannot change gender. So las carpetas. Carpeta ended in a vowel, so to make it plural, I just add es. We just learned that the plural of la is las. And we knew this from before, but all right. El cuaderno. The plural would be los cuadernos. Right. Un reloj. Right, now, J is a consonant, right? So to make it plural, remember what you need to do. Unos relojes. And when you pronounce it, make sure that you still pronounce every syllable there. So, relojes. Relojes. Right. Un lápiz. Ends in Z, so remember what we gotta do. Unos lápices. And again, you created a new syllable, so you gotta pronounce it. Lápices. La nariz. Las narices. Una pared. And I just kind of, you see this, it's in our room, it's marked. Pared significa wall, okay? Unas paredes. Unas paredes.